prophet as well? Yes or no? True or false? True or false? True or false? Okay, question number 5. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Question number 5. What covenant did God make with Noah? What covenant did God make with Noah? That's question number 5. What covenant did God make with Noah? What covenant did God make with Noah? 1 out of 3 meaning what? Which one did you get right? Nasha, I know you said you're half working and half and half listening, but I mean, I hope that you got one of them right? I hope that something has rang a bell as we've gone through those. Okay, cool. So let's go through the answers for the Old Testament. Okay, question number 1. When the king of Assyria wanted to attack Hezekiah, Hezekiah had to go to the prophets and say, hey, please inquire of the Lord. And the prophet went and came back and said, oh, Hezekiah, don't worry, God's got you. God says that, oh, excuse me. God says that he's going to like cause there to be like a rumor in the ear of the enemy. And then they'll get confused and run away. What was the name of the prophet? Okay, the prophet was Isaiah. Okay, it was the prophet Isaiah. So that story is in 2 Kings, chapter 18 and 19. Okay, so 2 Kings chapter 18 and 19 there. You can go and you can read about Isaiah and Hezekiah. Okay, they're good peoples. They are good peoples. Okay, question number 2. Under the law, what was a safe place and what was it used for? Okay, the hint that I gave you, I said there were 6 of them that were given under the laws. It was given under the law. Okay, so a safe place, you guys, it was a place or it was a part in a city that was designated if you killed somebody by accident. Okay, if you killed somebody by accident, then you were allowed to run to the safe place and wait there for judgment, right? So obviously, if you killed somebody, they would want to kill you back, right? Because they're like, you know, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, whatever. But if you ran to a safe place, if you got to a safe place before those people got to you, then you were safe to wait there for judgment. Okay, so obviously, if judgment came and you were found guilty, then ish. But if judgment came and you were acquitted, then it was fine. So some people actually lived out the rest of their days in the safe places, hey, because they didn't want to, they didn't want to chance it, or they were found guilty and they wanted to stay alive, so they stayed in the safe place. Okay, so that is a safe place. So a safe place is when you killed somebody, you could run there and wait for judgment. And there were 6 such cities in under the law. Okay, and that is found in Numbers 35, verse 15 to 34. Scripture, please. Okay, so scripture for question number 1 with Isaiah and Hezekiah was 2 Kings, chapters 18 and 19. And then scripture for number 2 was Numbers 35, verse 15 to 34. Okay, then dun, 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 dun. Okay, question number 3. How long did it take Nehemiah to rebuild the wall? It took him 52 days. 52 days. Yes, go, Ilana. You must lead them. It's fine. Ziza, you must study. You must study. Okay, so 52 days to rebuild the wall, and that is in Nehemiah 6. Okay, question number 4. True or false? Deborah was the only prophet that was also named as a judge. That answer is true. Okay, that's Judges 4, verse 4. Okay, that answer is true. She was, out of all the judges that are named throughout the book of Judges, she was the only one that we are also told was a prophet or prophetess. Okay, Yeah, Judges 4. The answer to number 2. Oh, a safe place. If you killed someone by accident, you could run there to wait for judgment. So if you were a murderer and you didn't want to die, you ran to a safe place. Okay, question number 5. What covenant did God make with Noah? Okay, so I saw some of you writing about animals and all these things, guys. The covenant that God made with Noah, God said to Noah, never again will I destroy the earth with a flood. Okay, so never again will I send a flood to destroy the earth. That's in Genesis 9, verse 11. Okay, Genesis 9, verse 11. Never again. You said false. No, that's your problem. That I gave you the correct answer. Okay, the woman showing up. Okay, so tally your score out of 5. It is 20 past. We have 10 minutes to go through the New Testament, which apparently you are all people of grace, so you know New Testament. So it'll be an easy one. Okay, I'm not asking for your scores out for the Old Testament because I just believe that all of you have passed. Okay, question number 1, New Testament. Who wrote these words that are often so misquoted? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Who wrote those words? I don't know where to look, you guys. There's like 3 cameras pointing at me. Oh, which one do I look at? Which one? Which one? Which one? Okay, question number 2. When not out of 5. But what's going on? Caesar, what is going on? Okay, question number 2, New Testament. When Paul and Barnabas split, Paul went with Silas. Okay, guys, you must go and read about why they split. It's just, women can be petty, hey, but men, that's all I will say. Okay, so when Paul and Barnabas split, okay, so Paul went with Silas. Who did Barnabas go with? Who did Barnabas go with? Okay, he's given 2. I will accept either one. Okay. Question number 3, New Testament. The Sermon on the Mount. You are not new. Then please remember that like the Sermon on the Mount is like it's my favorite part. Well, not my favorite part, but I love the Sermon on the Mount. So remember them coming. They're going to cause problems for me. Okay, question number 4. Okay, so I'm talking now about Jesus. Okay, so Jesus when he was going through the trials. Okay, so from Annas the high priest, who did they send Jesus to? Okay, so from Annas the high priest, who did they send Jesus to? I will give you a hint here just because I'm nice. Okay, I'll give you 2 hints. It is not Potiphar. It is not Potiphar. Second hint I will give you is it's the same. Oh, you know what? It's the same guy who said to the council, no, guys, it's better that one person dies instead of like all the people dying. That's a good clue. It's the same guy. So from Annas the high priest, who did they send Jesus to? Okay, ready? This is the last one. That time you are just assuming that you got 3 right. Wait for the answers. Wait for the answers. Your network. Is it your network or is it my network? I wonder now. Just let me know if anyone else is having an issue with network, and then I will I'll see what I need to do. Okay. Question number 5, New Testament. Okay, so in the book of Revelation, because I have now read the book of Revelation, the revelation of Jesus Christ. In the book of the revelation of Jesus Christ. Okay. John sees the Lamb. Okay. So he hears the Lion of the tribe of Judah is slain, and it has 7 horns. Okay. How many eyes does it have? How many eyes does it have? I didn't say Ernest, I said Annas, A-N-N-A-S. Okay, so I'm going to repeat question 5. Okay, for you, yeah, I'll repeat question 5 for you. So in the book of the that they're saying, oh, there is one who is worthy to open the scroll. Okay. He turns around and he sees a lamb. The lamb is slain, and it has 7 horns. My question is, it has 7 horns, it's slain, it's the lamb that is worthy to open the scroll. Obviously, that's Jesus, right? The questions are not hard. Okay, how many eyes does it have? Okay, so let's go through the answers for the New Testament. Question number 1. Who penned the words, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength? Okay, it is found in Philippians 4, verse 13, often very, very badly misquoted, okay, by believers. That was Paul. Question number 2. When Paul and Barnabas split, Paul went with Silas. Who did Barnabas go with? Okay, so I said here there's 3 options depending on your translation, and I will accept all 3. Okay, the first one is, so the correct, like the answer should actually be John, who is also called Mark. Okay, so if you wrote John, or you wrote Mark, or you wrote John Mark, I will give you that. Okay, so John Mark or John Mark, I will give, you can get that one. And that is in Acts 15. Acts 15. Guys, I don't even want to say verse 39 because I really want you to just go and read that story. It's so funny. Like on the mount. Okay. People who seem that they were busy getting full marks. Okay, question number 3, the sermon on the mount. Blessed are the meek for what? So the meek shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit